Tag TV, and Tag Radio, rapidly becoming the leading technology new media in all of Georgia and the Southeast. This edition of Tech Talk is brought to you by Integrated Learning Services, integratedlearningservices.com. Wait, worry, or take control. At integratedlearningservices.com, increase sales, productivity, and client retention. Lower training costs. integratedlearningservices.com. In today's global technology universe, change, well, it's usual. Now, how's this for unusual? A company in the tech sector in business since 1872, and today is led by a fifth-generation CEO. The company has succeeded by leveraging its deep industry experience, technology, and industry specialization, serving venture capital, technology, and life science companies, as well as hedge funds. In fact, its clients list of more than 80 funds includes some of the largest in all the world. Oh, and did I mention they just became the Technology Association of Georgia's newest premier member? Greetings, everyone. It's Thursday, September 23rd, 2010, and this is a special Premier Member Showcase edition of Tech Talk with Technology Association of Georgia President Tino Mantella. Just in case you thought becoming a Premier Member of TAG was for, well, early-stage companies or tech industry newcomers, think again and start with 1872. Meet Andy Piazza, Vice President for Maloy Risk Services, a leading provider of property and casualty insurance brokerage and risk management services focused on hedge funds, venture capital, technology, and life sciences. Since coming to Maloy Risk Services, Andy provides his business expertise on delivering risk management programs and insurance placement services to tech, biotech, private equity, and hedge fund companies. His specialties include performance liability, errors and omissions, directors' and officers' liability, loss-sensitive work compensation programs, and analysis. Just what are the top insurance risk management concerns of technology companies now and in the future? It's a special Premier Member Showcase on a centuries-old company at the cutting edge of insurance for tomorrow's technology leaders, innovators, and investors, as Tino Tech Talks with TAG's newest Premier Member, Andy Piazza, Vice President, Maloy Risk Services.
Andy, welcome to Tech Talk.
Thanks. Thanks for having me on the program.
So let's jump in. You're one of our newest Premier Members by way of New Jersey. We have a connection up there where Maloy Risk Services is headquartered. Start by telling me a little bit about Maloy Risk Services and also how your background ties into that.
Okay, great. Yeah, Maloy Risk Services is a property and casualty insurance brokerage that's been successful through about 5 generations of being run by Maloys. Our current CEO, Rick Maloy, has chosen to direct our focus on emerging markets, and we've become specialists in a few select industry sectors. We provide only property and casualty coverage, not life, health, or benefits coverage. The brokerage has prominent operations in the New York and New Jersey markets, and we're new to Atlanta in 2010. With regards to my personal background, I've been here in Atlanta since 1991 when I graduated from Wake Forest University. I've been in a senior sales management position for the last 10 years of my 20-year career in sales. All of my experience is B2B, and I have exposure to all types and sizes of companies, as well as various industries. My primary coverage area has always been and will continue to be the Southeast. However, Maloy Risk Services is licensed in 42 states so that we can cover any areas where my clients need me to be.
And you mentioned industry sectors that I guess are your specialty, so talk a little bit about the sectors that you're focusing on.
Sure. At Maloy Risk Services, we concentrate our marketing efforts into 3 emerging industry sectors. First, there's the technology sector, which accounts for our largest client base. We insure clients that range in size from 1- and 2-person startups all the way to publicly traded companies with a $500 million market cap. Secondly, we cover the financial industry, including hedge funds, venture capital, and private equity firms. Many of these companies invest in technology companies as part of their portfolios. And lastly, we focus on the life science sector, which includes pharmaceuticals, biologicals, and medical device companies. Many times, these 3 industries overlap for our clients, so our expertise serves us well in these markets. In the late 1990s, Maloy Risk Services landed itself in the middle of the technology industry by building an insurer technology platform for processing applications with more efficiency. As a result of the development and sale of this technology, Maloy decided to take the knowledge gained from being a technology company and focus on the unique exposures faced by the technology community. Since the late 1990s, Maloy Risk Services has literally worked with over 1,000 technology-based companies as clients. We receive most of our clients through referrals and programs established through organizations like TAG. The membership base and the programs put together by TAG are a great way to gain exposure to many types and sizes of companies with technology-specific risks.
So you have, your insurance risk is obviously key to many of our TAG companies, and with your expertise in technology, that's got to be a real benefit. And we can see why you're members, premier members of TAG, and being able to access and communicate those kinds of things. What are some of the major concerns, or I guess most pressing management concerns of technology companies today in respect to insurance and risk?
Sure. Well, specifically, we help our clients identify risks associated with their specific business models and try to advise them on the best way to mitigate these risks. We definitely will not advise our clients to purchase insurance for risks that we feel are better left self-insured. We work with A-rated carriers that specialize in various coverage for all sizes and stages of technology companies. We focus on protecting our clients' management and professional liability risks. In today's litigious society, some would say overly litigious, a company doesn't really have to do anything wrong in order to be sued for damages. Exposure for professional and management liability often represent the largest potential losses for our clients. Coverage for these types of risks can be addressed through a variety of different policy options. The most common area of need for coverage that we see in the technology sector include directors and officers insurance, employee practices liability. That includes like harassment and wrongful termination, errors and omissions liability, and cyber liability. Specific risks that we see for the technology community can be addressed by these policies, including directors and officers liability, harassment, sexual harassment, wrongful termination, discrimination, errors and omissions, and that would be for example, if an inadvertent act or action causes financial loss to someone else. Right. Cyber liability, and that would include network security, unauthorized access, and hack and breach of data. And then copyright, trademark, patent infringement, and intellectual property coverage as well.
So it sounds like that the insurance that you provide would be something that not only an established, more mature company would need, but a company in an earlier stage.
That's correct.
Would need, and so that is correct. What stage does the company usually engage Maloy?
Well, it's a good question. The answer is really any and all stages. And we do work with companies that range from the 1- and 2-person startups all the way up to about $500 million in market cap for a publicly traded company. Many of our clients are venture-backed, so we're also familiar with the insurance needs of various portfolio companies. Often, I would say the first time that a company looks at insurance is generally when it enters into its first contract. So whether it's a contract with a landlord or a supplier, a manufacturer, distributor, or perhaps a client, there's usually some sort of insurance requirement that needs to be met. Maloy works with companies at various stages and is just well-versed in the needs and risks associated with each stage.
Time for one more question. If people are interested in contacting you, how might they do that? And also, I guess I'll ask you another one at the same time. You have set up a special program for TAG. I don't know if you want to touch on that as well.
Sure. Well, first of all, if companies wish to get in contact with me, I am available, and I'm able to meet lots of people through the society meetings and events each week that are organized by TAG. For anyone that would like to learn more about our brokerage or find my contact information, they can visit www.maloyrs, that is MALOYRS.com. And anyone that wants to reach me directly can contact me at apiazza@maloyrs.com or on my direct phone number, which is 404-549-5385. And in regards to the program that we've set up through TAG,
right?
Well, we've set up a small business program for basically companies that are up to $15 million in revenue, and it's geared towards the smaller markets. The carrier on the program is USLI, and it's a small business E&O program. And what we've done is set up an automated application online, and we can return quotes within 24 to 48 hours. And it's really just a benefit for anyone needing that first contract. We can package BOPs or other coverages in with the E&O program, but generally errors and omissions programs run $1,500 to $2,500 annually for premium, and this program begins at $9.95. Now, that's not to say that we could cover everyone at $9.95, but it does give the opportunity for those companies to reach out and have an errors and omissions coverage for a smaller premium.
Well, it sounds like a good program, and we certainly believe in it, and are happy to have it on our tagonline.org site, so people can go to that site and visit. Andy, thanks for joining me on Tech Talk today, and good luck with your progress. We appreciate your membership, and we're glad that you're out and about at the society meetings. That's the way to connect with the technology community, so you're doing all the right things.
Absolutely. Well, I very much appreciate your time, and thanks for having me on the program.